fundraising events over the past few years. I've given you some numbers so that you can compare. And we start with the year before COVID, so you can see where we're hoping to be, if not exceeding, where we dropped to during COVID, and then how we're really bouncing back just amazingly well. You can see our annual appeal during COVID was huge because it was obvious to all of our parishioners that our school needed all the help that they could get. They know what a gem the school is, and they really want to see it continue to flourish. So it was really heartwarming to see the parish really step up when we needed them. But this year's fundraising overall has just been, this past year has been going really well, and I'm hoping to just continue that. Our auction did really well, and we're expecting this coming auction to be even bigger. Our annual appeal did really well. Oktoberfest is bigger than it ever had been. Jogathon is bigger than it ever had been. We've got a script that has brought in money from the basic script program, from the rewards program through Fred Meyer and other Kroger stores, through Box Tops for Education. Just a lot of great places where you don't need to spend money to help us make money. And so you're going to be hearing a lot more from us about ways that you can connect. Like Amazon Smile is about $300 of this is just connecting your Amazon account to us, so that every time you make a purchase, the school automatically gets a small percentage of that, and it doesn't increase anything that you purchase. So there are a lot of great programs out there for schools, and we are really grateful for all of your help. $131 is just bottle deposits. So thank you to all of you who bring in bottles and cans to recycle. This year, enrollment is higher than it's been since I started here, and I'm really excited about that. It hit a low the fall after COVID started and has almost doubled since then. So we are thrilled at how quickly and how thoroughly we're just bouncing back from that. That higher enrollment gives us the financial flexibility that we need to hire the support staff so that we can meet all of the needs of those kids. It's great to give our teachers the recess breaks that they need so they can come back to the next class strong and resilient. And so all of the children get the attention that they deserve. So we're really thrilled about that. The actual cost of education in the Archdiocese, we really make it a point of making our tuition costs accessible to all the families of our parish. That's why we're here, is to serve our parishioners. And unfortunately, last spring, when inflation really started to hit, that's when it started hitting us too. And unfortunately, because our budget is set the previous December, recovering is more difficult for us. So in order to help us meet all of our needs and not hurt the families too badly, our tuition increase this year is 4.7%. So our new base price before the parishioner discounts and things like that, our base price is now $6,700. The best thing that you can do is bring in a new family, because that is what helps keep all of our costs down. The more people there are that are sharing that budget burden, the better off everybody is. So overall goals, we are expecting an increase of enrollment. Our biggest concern, and it's a great concern to have, is that our classes may fill up. And we traditionally have a lot of families who wait until the last minute to sign their children up for next year. And what I really, really like to encourage is that you re-register as soon as you can for next year, so you don't lose your place in class. We are expecting pre-K to fill up, kindergarten, first grade, second grade, fourth grade to fill up. And that's half of our classes. And I don't want any of our long-term families to miss out on the opportunity. So please make sure you get that registration in as quickly as possible. New family registration will open in 2 weeks. So you do have 2 weeks to get your registration up and going so that you get the place and you don't have to worry about anything. We're hoping that our classrooms average 20 students. Right now, our biggest class is 22. If we go over 22, we have the funds available to hire an aide, but I don't think the classrooms can hold more than 25 students. So again, the best thing you can do is bring in another family. We are offering, again, the $1,000 incentive. If your family brings in another family, you get $1,000 off of your tuition. So please, if that family goes all the way to signing a contract and having their children come, you get a discount. So please take advantage of it. Registering this year hopefully is easier than ever. You're going to go to your FACT Family portal page. You're going to click on Apply Enroll and verify that each of your children's profiles are accurate. It'll give you a list of all of your children, and it will autofill with the information that we already have. So all you have to do is look at it and make sure it's okay. It might ask you new questions. It might not have complete information from SchoolSpeak when they brought all of the old files over. So it's a good idea, especially this first time, to go through and make sure everything is done completely. FACTS just charge a $20 registration fee, and that's the annual use for each family for them. But the school does not ask for any registration money. I know in the past it's been like a $300 school registration fee, but we're getting away from that completely. Now, if you are also interested in getting tuition assistance, we ask you to go to the grant and aid form on FACTS. The biggest tuition assistance pot that there is a Catholic Foundation pot. And on February 1st, the Archdiocese goes through all of the FACTS tuition grant requests. And because all of the archdiocesan schools are on FACTS, they go through them all and they look at what the need is versus what the tuition is, and they will do their first blocks of tuition assistance. And that information will go straight to Naomi, who will put together the tuition agreement for you. So the first round is February 1st, and what we ask you to do is have your registration and your grant and aid form filled out and completed and submitted by January 31st. And this year, I think that's a Tuesday. Once this is all done and Naomi receives the information back from the Archdiocese, then she can put together tuition agreements. Consider getting those signed and back to her as soon as possible. If you can get it done early enough, you can have your first month of payments start in July. You can have 12 monthly payments instead of 10, because the more pieces you cut it into, the smaller the pieces are. So we want this to be as affordable as possible. And I think that's all. Thank you so much for joining us. If you have any questions, please feel free to give me a call, stop me at drop off or pickup, or email me. I'm always happy to answer whatever questions that you have. Thank you for joining us, and I hope that you will be joining us next year. Take care.